Solving Simultaneous Equations worded problems with adamonlinetutoring. This is the beginner question, but also similar to some types of questions that you do see in exams. The first problem we face with these is identifying that simultaneous equations is actually going to be helpful for this question. Notice how we're given two different scenarios. In a shop, we have 3 cakes and 2 coffees. We don't know how much the cakes are or how much the coffees are, but they do give us a total of some amounts of them. And then we have a second scenario where we have a different amount of the cakes and a different amount of coffee is equal to a different amount. So we've got two different situations with two unknowns. When you see this, this means that simultaneous equations will be helpful to do this. Instead of writing down cakes every single time, I'm going to let cakes equal the letter X. And likewise for coffee, I'm going to let this unknown be the letter Y. So for the first situation, or the first equation, we have 3 cakes, and I've called cakes X. So 3X, and we've got 2 coffees, so adding on 2 lots of Y. And this is equal to £9.95. Because we don't have a calculator for this question, it might be quite helpful to do this in pence to eliminate the decimal places. So this would be equal to 995. For the second scenario, or the second equation, we have 4 cakes, so 4x, and we've got 1 coffee, so plus 1y, is equal to £10.35, which is the same as 1,035 pence. You should be quite familiar with the process of solving simultaneous equations by now. If you're not, then I'll have a couple of videos before this in the playlist, which will be quite helpful. The main one being simultaneous equations multiplying both. So to make these coefficients the same, we can do it quite easily multiplying this second equation by 2. So the first equation will stay the same. 4x times 2 is 8x, 1y times 2 is 2y, and 1035 times 2, 2070. Now that the coefficients are the same, look at the signs in front of those terms, and because they're the same, we'll use same signs subtract. 8x subtract 3x is 5x, 2070 subtract 995 is 1075. Then we can divide through by 5 or both sides by 5. So x is equal to 215. Now that we know that x is 215, we can substitute this back into one of the original equations. I'm going to go for the second one. 4 lots of x, or 4 lots of 215, is 860, plus 1y is equal to 1035. Lastly, we can subtract 860 from both sides, so that leaves us with 1y, or y, equals 175. Quite often these questions will have the answer with pounds written as the units. So to finish off, x is equal to £2.15 and y is equal to £1.75, meaning that the cakes are £2.15 each and the coffee is £1.75. These questions don't really vary too much. This is probably one of the harder types of questions that you'd be likely to see in an exam. Just like we did before, I'm going to use the letter X to represent the unknown apples, and I'll use Y to represent the pears. Forming the equation for the first one, 5 apples, 5x, plus 3 pears, 3y, is equal to 86. For the second equation, 7 apples, 7x, plus 5 pears, 5y, is equal to 130. This time, to make these coefficients the same, we're going to have to multiply both of these equations. The lowest common multiple of 3 and 5 is 15, so I'll need to multiply the top one by 5 and the bottom equation by 3. 25x plus 15y is equal to 430, and the second equation, 21x plus 15y is equal to 390. Now the coefficients are the same. Look at the signs in front. Both of these are the same, meaning we'll use same sign subtract. 25x take away 21x is 4x. 430 take away 390 is 40. If 4x is 40, divide by 4 on both sides and x would be equal to 10. If x is 10, substitute this back into one of the original equations. I'm just going to go for the top. 5 lots of x, or 5 lots of 10, is 50, plus 3y equals 86. Subtract 50 from both sides. 3y is 36, and divide by 3 on both sides. Y is equal to 12. Therefore x, or the apples, are equal to 10 pence each, and y, which is the pears, is equal to 12 pence each. Before you go, have a little look at this solution that I've created. It looks like it contains some mistakes. See if you can pause the video, identify them, and either let me know what they are or make some corrections in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found that video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. If you're struggling with maths or finding topics difficult, you can subscribe and turn on notifications to receive regular updates about new video tutorials. Don't forget to visit my website adamonlinetutoring.com for a full searchable list of all topics with exams, questions and solutions. You can also visit me on social media using the handle @AdamMathsTutor on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter. All links in the description below.